I woke up while nature was sound asleep, so I could marvel at its kingdom. I strolled through its lush gardens and saw every little wonder up close. Here, you can dance with giants, discover a feast for the eyes, and a feast for the appetite. Walls that hold heroes' stories told me of their bravery, while sacred places blessed my journey. I roamed places that stood the test of time, and others that were there since the beginning.
Every day, I wake up to a feast. Where I can sink my teeth into history. Or shock my taste buds with something new. It's here I learned the color of sweetness, expanded my pantry, and my appetite. Every next bite only leaves you hungry for more.
Just woke up from the time of my life. It started with a major throwback. Then I got to meet the big shots. I found a sweet spot between cultures and hung out with the artsy crowd. I even picked up a few things along the way. After that, things kicked into overdrive. It started with a whirlwind through the streets, and unforgettable eats, a celebration of flavor in every bite, and an epic new party at every turn. The best thing about it here, the good times are never over.
Welcome aboarding GPSTV. I'm Aya Fernandez, your online travel buddy. Join me as we navigate again our way through your favorite destinations, making sure, of course, to hashtag go safe, go travel. Today, we will be joined by very fashionable and fabulous guests. Diba? Ang ating episode ngayon ay tungkol sa aurahan. Hindi naman. But then, makikita nyo mamaya kung gaano kabongga ang mga guests natin. Diba? Nauuso ngayon yung mga athleisure. Ito yung combination ng sportswear and casual wear. Parang mukha kang laging pupunta sa gym, pero fashion, di ba? Dagay yung mga uso ngayon. Pero meron din tayong tinatawag na airport fashion. Yan, uso yung mga celebrities, lalo na pag sila ay nagta-travel. Now, in the new normal, we're not just mobilizing to stay connected and productive. Gradually, mobilization of workers and commuters, are also increasing compared to the past few months. At ano nga ba yung mga dapat nating tandaan bago tayo lumabas, di ba? Ano nga ba, guys? Tama! Hashtag go safe, go travel. That is the mantra of GPS TV ever since we started. And alam nyo na yan. How to stay protected? By, of course, wearing personal protective equipment o yung mga tinatawag na PPE and masks. And our stylish and amazing designers today are proof of this, diba? Let me call on our guests. Our guest number one, she's a couturier and PPE reseller, the gorgeous Miss Pearl Maclang. Hello, Miss Pearl, mabuhay. Our next guest, we all know, Mama Renee Salud of the Tatak Salud Masks and PPEs. Malalaman natin mamaya kung paano napunta si Mama Renee sa paggawa ng mga PPEs and masks. Hello, Mama Renee!
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi everybody! Wow ha, ang tagal na natin din nagkita-kita. Ito pa tayo sa virtual lang.
Kaya
Dapat sana personal.
nakakamiss.
No?
Pero
anyway,
thank you for being here, Mama.
di ba sabi nila by December meron na tayong vaccine. Kaya next year, back to normal na tayo.
Yeah, sana maka-live na, no? Anyway, I will now introduce the next guest. He is a great renowned designer from Davao who does customized PPEs and masks. Mr. Edgar Buyan.
Hi, good afternoon to everybody.
Yes, good afternoon po. Now, our next guest, he is a professor of fashion design at St. Benilde who's won awards in Parisian and Australian design competitions and supplied ready-to-wear to Japan and Australia. He is Mr. John Guarnes. Hello, Sir
Good
John. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mama Renee, Edgar, and the rest. Of course, to all the viewers, magandang hapon. We're excited to be here.
Now, let me introduce the last but not the least, ang ating marketing manager of Oliver Tolentino and his innovative masks, Mr. Thor Buensuceso.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Sir Paul. Paul, like, dahil nag-pole dancing din daw po kayo.
Correct yan.
Mamaya, malalaman pa natin yan. Anyway, hello, mabuhay to our guests. But before that, who said you can't be stylish while staying protected? Make sure, stay tuned to our show today. Don't go anywhere dahil meron ng GPS TV na bagong pakulo, guys. Kung merong go safe, go travel, meron din tayo for this episode and so on. Go safe, go win. Guess the word of the day. You'll get the chance to win a precious designer item from our guests, diba? Go safe, go win. Guess the word for the day. We'll be giving you 3 clues all throughout the program, which are going to be flashed on the screen. So what you have to do is comment down below your answers, guys, and include the hashtags Go Safe, Go Travel, and hashtag Go Safe, Go Win. Again, meron tayong hula na word of the day. Huhulaan nyo lang, tapos pwede na kayong manalo ng designer's PPE, diba? Bongga. Kahit di pa tapos ang program, kung alam nyo na yung sagot, comment nyo lang sa baba. And the comments the more comments, the more chances of winning. Diba? Parang ano lang yan, parang loto lang. We'll make the announcement tonight at 9 p.m. Again, after 3 hours after our episode, you will know kung kayo nga ba ang nanalo. Now, ang unang clue, ayan, makikita nyo dito sa baba ng screen. So anyway, sa ating viewers, again, mabuhay guys. Tune in to GPSTV on Facebook and YouTube to learn more about tips kung para sa worry-free travels and unique journeys to boot. Ayan na, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Simulan na natin yung aurahang discussion natin. And, yes, mabuhay po sa inyong lahat. And as much as marami sa ating viewers, kilala na kayo, gusto ko pa rin itanong for the benefit of everyone. When did you start getting into fashion and clothing technology?
Hi!
Tell us your story. Sige, let's start with you, Mama Renee.
Ang edad.
According to age ba to?
According to
Hindi
age.
inuna ko nga si Mama Renee.
According to
Okay lang yun to. I'm very proud. Kasi decades ako din sa industry na ito eh. Kasi alam ko, dalagita pa noon si Pearl. Magkaibigan na kami noon. And that's how many years ago. Daming decades ago. So, I started 1975.
Wow.
And at that time, ilan taon ako noon? Ano naman, early, hindi naman. Late, early 20s pala. Early 20s. Parang gano'n. So since then, ayun, nagtuloy-tuloy na ang aking hanap buhay kasi I enjoyed it, number one. Tapos dalawa, I benefited from it financially. I was able to send my siblings to school. I was able to help my family to grow as a family. And ayun, maraming bagay naman nangyari sa akin din sa fashion industry, sa fashion na ito. Kaya nagtuloy-tuloy ako. Hanggang ngayon, andito pa rin, ito pa rin ang bread and butter. Kahit na may pandemic, eto, nagsusuot nga kami ngayon. Yung mga nagpapatay ng barong tagaan.
Oo, yun talagang ating new normal na talk show, di ba? Meron talagang in action. And Mama Renee, Philippine Pageantry wouldn't be the same without you. Diba? Thank you so much. Hindi ko alam yun na early 20s kayo talaga nag-start. Thank you, Mama Renee. How about you, Sir John?
Oo.
When did
According
you...
to age na ata to.
Hoy, hindi talaga. Hindi talaga.
Huwag ka magkakaila ng edad mo. Like,
actually, the more age is more wisdom, di ba? And more experience, more creativity, di ba? More decades of passion.
Yes.
So, Sir John, what is your story?
Sige, according to beauty na lang.
Bye! Love it!
Okay, so ako actually my fashion awareness siguro when I was still young because my mother was a dressmaker. Tapos I used to play under her sewing machine. Tapos I used to cut yung mga catalogs nga sinisira ko talaga. Tapos nagagalit na yung nanay ko. Kasi ano yung ginagawa mo sa catalogs ko, ganyan. Tapos simula nun, high school, elementary, my teachers would ask me to design for the costume, yung pag United Nation ng mga costumes, ng mga muses. So they already asked me. So high school hanggang college. Yung college naman, part-time ako already with sa isang shop. Tapos yung college, but I graduated communication arts. So sabi ko parang so I have my fallback pag hindi ako nag-succeed sa aking fashion career. So I have also my other alternative way. So pero yung father ko, I wanted to take sana fashion, fine arts. Pero sabi wala yung time na yun sa panahon namin pag graduate ka wala raw pera sa arts. So
same
diba?
Ganun din ako kahit na gusto ko
diba?
fine arts. Ayaw ng parents ko kasi kung hindi ka mayaman, hindi ka influential ang family mo, hindi ka kikita. So, architecture ang kinuha ko dahil it's more of applied arts. Hindi rin ang tapos dahil maraming gastos.
Yung communications na course, paano po kayo nag-transition to fashion industry?
Yeah, actually, sabi ko nga, there's no so my father doesn't want me to take fine arts. Sabi naman ng nanay ko, mag-artista ka na lang. Diba?
So, artista talaga. Bold star.
So I took communication arts so I can be a stage actor, but I really wanted to be a broadcaster. Tapos, during my younger age, so I used to be a stage actor already. So tinuloy ko lang. So tapos and then when I graduated, I already writing in the contributor sa mga newspapers, sa Manila Standard, sa Philippine Star. So yun yung mga journey ko. Tapos nung my mentor, my boss was Babette Aquino. So sabi niya sa akin, we used to be yes. I used to work with her. I'm her ghost designer.
Sa
Mana, Rustans, no. Mana by Babette Aquino, yeah.
So Babette Aquino was the one who pushed you to become a fashion designer.
Yes.
Si Babette, ang kanyang husband, kasing ko.
Yes.
Salud si Babette eh.
Yes, yes.
Ang liit ng mundo.
Oo.
How old were you nun, Sir
So
John?
ito yung mga revelation na people doesn't know. Diba? So I kept myself because syempre I'm working with Babette. Tapos, you know what's nice with her? Sabi nga, John, kasi we used to go in the same church. So she was assigned to do the production, costume design of the play where I am the lead character. Tapos yung producer is looking for her assistant na mag-a-assist sa kanya. So sabi sa akin, John, i-assist mo si Babette. Sabi nga gano'n, I'll introduce you to her. So in-introduce niya ako. Tapos nakita niya how I work, then I design. Tapos sabi nga, John, mag-designer ka na lang. I'll get you as my assistant designer. Tapos noon, so as we go on, sabi nga, John, I will give you your own label brand in Rustans because meron siyang Mana by Aquina. Tapos binigyan niya ako ng brand na Wara by John Guarnes. So, yun na naging journey ko. Tapos after that, I left with her. I nag-put up na ako ng my own shop.
Sir John, ilan taon po kayo nun? Can you remember?
17.
Wow! Ang galing. Thank you, Sir John. How about you, Sir Edgar? When did you start getting into fashion, including technology?
I think for me, parang 2 decades ago na yon when I finished my fashion school at Slims. So I'm a graduate from Slims. Doon nag-start ang career ko after graduation. Yun.
Wow.
I think for me, I'm a bit late bloomer in terms of for the fashion industry because it's a bit late for my age. Unlike others, they already started young because I still finished my first course before I transferred. I enrolled again for another course, which is fashion designing. So that's when career.
Wow, okay. But you know what, Sir Edgar, with your creation, it doesn't matter. Like, it never looked like a late bloomer, whatever. Ako nga, nagulat pa ako, late bloomer pala tawag sa inyo. But anyway, thank you for sharing us your story. Sir Paul, kayo, kailan po kayo nagsimula sa fashion, including technology?
Well, actually, bago pa lang din ako eh.
Wow.
Yeah, I started 5 years ago. I took a course at Slims then, like Sir Edgar. Pero, high school pa lang meron na akong passion with fashion. Kasi, like Sir Oliver Tolentino, taga-Bataan din ako. Para akong taga-Bataan, magkapit-bahay kami. As in, magkapit-bahay. Kaya nung naalala ko nung high school ako, lagi ako nag-aabang ng mga retaso nila na tinatapon. Yeah, from the production nila doon sa Bataan. Hinihingi ko yun, mga sako-sako retaso. Nagumagawa ko ng mga damit for dolls.
Oh, high school kayo nun.
High school ako nun.
Oh.
Yeah. Tapos iniwan ko siya for a while kasi sa college I took up mechanical engineering. And then nagtrabaho sa corporate world. 2015 doon ko pa lang siya nag-start ulit. Nag-aral ako for fashion course.
Oh, that's so inspiring. Oh, para sa mga aspiring fashion designer, si Sir Paul, siya na ang inyong sign na kung gusto nyo, go for it. Thank you, Sir Paul. And Miss Pearl, how do you usually choose your clothes?
Right now kasi my fashion, I should say that my fashion style is more chic. I like to be trendy. I like bright colors, as you can see with my pino, but not extravagant. But when you work in the hotel industry, magkapatid yan eh. Your passion for work and you need to be at the same time embracing fashion, because in the hotel industry, a lot of the impression starts from the first impression is more on how they perceive you on your first meeting. So we need to really be okay, total package ka nga. Parang ikaw, Aya, we try to be like you.
And hindi po to all about me. Kayo po ang bida ngayon. Nice. But that's nice. And it reminds us that fashion is a holistic concept. No? Hindi lang siya creativity, but it says a lot about what you do, ano yung naranasan mo sa buhay, nag-a-appearance of designs. Now, para sa ating designers, and for the benefit of our audiences, how would you describe yourself as a designer? Ano yung, what are you most known for? Sir John?
Yeah, siguro I would describe myself as a versatile designer because I don't want to be known to be, eto lang yan, couture lang siya, eto ganyan lang siya. Because I want to, work on every areas of fashion. So I can work with ready to wear, I can do for couture, I can do a lot of things. Like I did already children's wear, I did bridal wear, ready to wear. So kung saan may mapagkakakitaan, doon tayo.
True naman. True. Thank you, Sir John. How about you, Sir Edgar?
I think I considered myself as modern contemporary designer. I considered modern because I always take inspiration from the different eras that we have, that contest with my design. So, particularly, I have two lines, which is the formal. My second line is about the Pinoy pop culture. So, modern contemporary designer.
Nako, abangan namin yung mga susunod yung collection. Kayo naman, Sir Paul, how would you describe yourself as a designer? At what are you most known for?
Ako, minimalist. More on sportswear, streetwear, and casuals. And then si Sir Oliver Tolentino is more on classic, glam, luxurious na designs. And he's known for using pinya fabric sa mga designs niya.
Kayo rin ba po, gumagamit kayo ng pinya?
Yeah, doon sa kanya ako natutunan yun eh. Kasi yung mga hihikoritas before sa kanya, mostly mga pinya eh.
Wow.
So doon ko natutunan yung gumamit ng pinya din.
Kinikilig ako, pinapakinggan ko kayo how passionate you are. How do you visualize a new collection? Yan. And how does it start? Kasi kami, as audiences, yun na lang yung nakikita namin. Finished product. Wow, ganda. But you, can you run us through how you visualize a new collection? Or how do you start? Sige, let's start with Mama Renee.
Most of my fashion shows was simula pa ni Secretary Aspiras hanggang sa kay Secretary Wanda tayo noon, puro invitation na lang aking mga shows abroad. So, pag tourism, syempre, what do they expect from you? Syempre, you have to come up with a collection that is tourism related. I mean, a collection that will promote the Philippines through fashion. Through style, through Philippine style, and things like that. So bago ako mag-conceptualize ng the whole collection, ang una kong pinupuntahan what could be the best fabric that will be promoted. Kasi from the fabric, mag-start ka ng design doon. Kasi, pero yung design, syempre, it has to be well researched. Kasi, most of my collections are inspired from the Philippine traditional costumes. But because this is a fashion show, this is a modern show, so kinakailangan i-tweak ko yun. Kailangan very modern. So that is how I do my collection. Pero pag halimbawa naman, kung sa customer, ang una ko tatanong, yung kailangan, what do you need? Titingnan ko ang kanyang katawan, titingnan ko ang kanyang complexion. Tapos, kailangan itanong mo din, magkano ba ang budget mo? so yun, those are the things to be considered bago ka mag-umpisa ng isang design para sa customer or group of customers or a wedding entourage. Kasi sa buhay na ito, hindi kasi alam mo, inabot ko yung old school ng fashion, yung Peter Moreno or yung Alonso era na pag sinabi ng designer na okay, this is my price, take it or leave it, this is my design. Sorry, kung ayaw mo, I'm sorry, I cannot do anything, I cannot do this for you. Tapos sinabi ko naman yung era na hi, hello, how are you?
May ganun pala. Before pala, what you see is what you get. Meron time naman na pwede mo nang
ngayon
baguhin.
naging medyo sweet na dahil sa dami ng designers, you cannot afford to be nasty, bitchy, and supplier.
Yeah.
So you have to exert so much effort to have the best PR, and you have to be the best person you are. So ano ba the best way to please them? Una mong tanungin, do you have a budget? Magkano budget mo? Ganun lang.
Pero friendly.
Friendly. Tapos magko-compromise kayo ngayon. Tapos ngayon, dati yung mga designers na noong panahon noon, wala makipakikita ng design, makikita mo na lamang yung damit.
Gawa
on the wedding day itself.
Wow.
Tapos, pero ngayon,
kailangan merong prenup, merong fitting before.
Pero inabot ko yung era na ang isang bride, bago maka-approve ng design, kinakailangan halos gumawa ka na ng catalog para maghanap ng design. Pero ngayon, nagkameron na ng transition ngayon ang bride na ngayon, masyado na mga creative na rin. So, they follow their dreams, they follow what they wish to look like during their wedding. So, may dadalhin na lang sa iyo na picture, I like this. So, madali na para sa amin na nakuha mo na kaagad yung psychology ng iyong client. So, pag nakita mo na yon, as a fashion designer, dito naman papasok yung expertise mo na yung kaalaman mo kung babagay yung damit na yon sa client.
True. I like how you mentioned naman, Renee, na it's not just about the dress, but it's how the dress complements with the one wearing it. Now, Sir John, I'd like to ask you, Sir John, ano po yung tips na maibabigay niyo sa mga starting designers on how to visualize a new collection? Tips.
Actually, because I'm a professor in fashion in St. Benil, so I always keep on telling them that it's very important that you know your market, okay? You know how you're gonna sell yourselves to the client. So that's very important. So in visual, it's very important also how you present your collection in the show, in the photo shoots and everything, because lahat yan tinatakal namin. So it's very important you know the visual merchandising, you know your concept, that's your marketing, you know the market trends. Kasi importante na alam mo kung kailan ka lalabas ng new collection at ano yung trends in the market. That it's a lot of research and study before you come up with your collection. You don't just put your things out of because gusto ko to. That's the artistic way. As an artist, sometimes we have nakakalimutan natin yung business side. So we just want to flaunt our artistry, our creativity, but we don't realize that at the end of the day, we make our art to be turned into a money.
Yes.
So that's very important. Hindi lang puro creativity to, 'di ba? So importante na malaman natin yung ito bang damit ko, ito bang art ko, pwede ko
Paano
bang
magiging sustainable?
mapagkakitaan. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Sir John. Para sa mga fashion designers out there who are starting, thank you for that tip, Sir John. And
Yeah,
Sir
can
Edgar,
I add on this?
Go.
Also at the same time, if you are new, sometimes kasi kapag mga bagong designer, they feel like binigyan na sila ng opportunity na nakalabas na sila sa show, nabigyan na sila ng mga exposure, so lumalaki na yung ulo nila. Remember, you can only achieve, to be in the industry, you should already have achieved the 25 years of longevity. Diba? Importante yung tumagal ka sa industriya. Hindi importante, kasi sabi nga ni Heidi Klum, diba? Today, fashion you're in, and tomorrow you'll be out. So, so kailangan yung sustainability, na masustain mo yung business mo until ma-reach mo yung point na katulad nila Pitoy Moreno, nila Mama Rene, nila, Mama Ben, diba? So, ito yung dapat nating i-pattern na hindi tayo na, kailangan ngayon, bongga ko. Tomorrow, bongga ka pa rin ba? Diba? So, that's very important.
Very on point. Very on point. Thank you, Sir John. And now, Sir Edgar, you've mentioned na kayo po ay modern, contemporary ang yung designs. Now, bakit po dapat hindi tayo mahiya to dress differently?
I think for me, iba naman ang case ng yung you need to dress differently. Kasi for me, ang dressing differently, it should be your personality. If you want to be different from the others, you should dress with your personality. Where you are comfortable, kung ano naman yung maging ng skin mo, yung anong bagay sa'yo, hindi necessary na bonggang-bongga to make it you different. Because as they say, normal is boring. Yun lang.
Thank you, Sir Edgar. So guys, I believe meron dapat ding balance pala ng trendy and being different, no? Ganun pala yun. Sir Paul, ano po ang inyong advice to those who would like to get into fashion? Kasi kayo, nakaka-inspire yung you shifted from corporate to fashion industry.
Kasi pag gusto mo, gagawa ka ng paraan eh. Like me, since matagal ako nasa corporate world, at mula pa, gusto ko
Ilang taon po ulit? Sorry.
Siguro more than 10 years ako nasa corporate world eh. And since then, since pa nung high school, gusto ko passion ko yung fashion.
The tips.
Yeah. So, gumawa ko ng paraan para magawa ko yung gusto ko. Kasi itong work ko before, parang feeling ko temporary happiness lang. Dito ako masaya eh. So I have to make a way para ma-achieve ko yung gusto kong gawin.
So kung hindi ka pinapatulog sa gabi, dapat magawin mo na.
Yes. Lalo na pag may naisip ka design you want to draw yung design na gusto mo, di ka makatulog as soon as naguguhit mo na siya.
Ang cute. Thank you, Sir Paul. Miss Pearl.
Alam mo na, Paul, sorry Paul, hindi mo na itatanong, si Oliver started with me.
Yes po, sinasabi niya sa akin.
Mentor niya. Ako ang mentor niya. Oo.
Yes,
sila ni Michael Cinco.
Yes po.
Liit talaga ng mundo. Miss Pearl, kayo naman, what shifted in your clothing style ever since the pandemic started? Like, your business approach also as well.
Okay. Well, prior to the pandemic, let me just, because we wanted to talk also about fashion tourism. Prior to the pandemic, I kind of got very, very attached to wearing your culture. Because I started working for a hotel in Davao, which is Marco Polo Davao. I learned more about the culture. I learned more about the heritage. I learned about the weavers, and that got me into local fashion. Because before, hindi ako ganun eh. So 5 years ago, that's when I really had that passion of wearing my culture, because I felt that, my God, the history of the weavers, the importance of the community, and that when you buy local, you're also supporting the community. Now, to answer your question, hindi ko na nasusuot yung aking mga wear your culture outfits that I bought from Mindanao. So now, because of the new normal, and of course, like what you said, we need to be fashionable and still feel safe, I shifted to wearing very fashionable, customized designers PPEs by Mama Renee. When I started wearing this, it was because I really wanted to help the sewers of Mama. Because like what a lot of the designers said, the pandemic hit all across people, no? Hindi lang businesses, but even the small workers. So Mama started working for, doing PPEs and masks, not to earn money, but to help the sewers. So I bought to support. And then when I posted it in Facebook, and that's the power of social media, friends from the industry started asking where I got that, blah, blah, blah. So that started my reselling the PPEs of Mama Renee. And then, of course, the Hotel Sales and Marketing Association, as you know, we've been very, very active during this pandemic. Led by Christine Ibarreta, our president, we started the Hotel Sales and Marketing e-store, where a lot of the members started posting what they're selling, their cakes, there's pasta, there's spaghetti, there's sushi bake, their math. And I also
Facebook page
there.
one. Facebook
yes,
page,
it's a Facebook page to help our members earn money, because you know naman that the hotel industry was badly hit by the pandemic, no? Tourism in general. So that started it. So I sell to friends, word of mouth, and it's customized because I'm petite. I can't wear the one size fits all. Sabi mukha akong minion. So I have to make sure that I feel good with what I wear. As I've said to you earlier, I like colors. So the PPEs that we are selling have all colors and different designs. So fashionable. You feel fashionable. You feel safe, and it's affordable.
Nice. That's very nice. And it's all in there, like a complete package. Ika nga natin dito.
And Aya, that's what you get, no? Sometimes good intention, it opens opportunities, it opens the door. Imagine, it started with an intention of helping sewers make money, because at that time,
correct,
the designers don't have bridal. They don't have the bridal, the wedding, the debut, because lahat quarantine, diba? Mm-hmm. So it started out to help sewers. I started out helping by buying, and then because of that gesture, I'm able to do some sideline. I don't make much, but I feel good seeing friends that wear nice PPEs, comfortable, and feel safe about it.
Mm-mm. And also, it ripples, diba? You promote the culture, you give livelihood, you promote as well the tourism, which we are going to talk about on the latter half of our show for today. Thank you, Ms. Pearl. Now, sa ating mga viewers, mula sa mga style picks na bigay ng mga fashionable online buddies natin ngayon, ay pwede nyo na rin ma-apply at mapasa kamay, di ba? Remember, meron tayong Go Safe, Go Win? Yan, guess the word for the day. Inaabangan nyo ba ang mga clues na pina-flash namin sa screen? For our second clue, makikita nyo ngayon sa baba. And also, an additional clue na mention na rin yung salitang yan all throughout the conversation kung nakikinig kayo. I think by two of our guests, yan, nabanggit yung salitang yan. But anyway, comment down below your answers with the hashtags, #GoSafeGoTravel and #GoSafeGoWin para magkaroon kayo ng chance to win a designer item for your next journeys. We'll make the announcement tonight at 9 p.m. Pagbalik natin, mas lalo pa nating matututunan kung paano nga ba naging connected ang fashion sa tourism at kung paano tayo magiging safe through these factors. Now, GPS TV's Journeys will be right back. Mabuhay everyone! Welcome back. You're still with me, your online travel buddy, Aya Fernandez. Let's continue the conversation with our fashionable online buddies. Now, again, here on GPS TV's Journeys, we want to prepare you to go safe and go travel in style. Diba? Just continue commenting down below your answers. Sino kaya ang mananalo sa ating very first Go Safe, Go Win na winner? Now, guess the word for the day at makakapagpa-uwi pa kayo ng designer PPE or mask. And I'd like to share na rin sa inyo na, di ba, ask your friends and family to comment down below, as well as hingin nyo na rin. Di ba, hingin nyo na lang yung prize sa kanila after kung sila man yung mananalo. So don't forget to include the hashtags, hashtag Go Safe, Go Travel, and hashtag Go Safe, Go Win. Now, let's proceed to our conversation. How are fashion and tourism interrelated with each other, particularly sa mask and PPEs? Mama Renee.
Well, as I've said a while ago, I've been doing all these fashion shows sponsored by the Department of Tourism to promote Philippine fashion, Philippine culture and tradition through through fashion.
You've been known for your very diverse fabric. Now, particularly masks and PPEs. Paano po natin?
Actually, with masks kasi, I thought of using the indigenous Philippine fabrics like the inaul, the inabel, na gawing mask kasi para maging different naman siya from the usual mask na nabibili sa market. So, isa pa, I have to help my suppliers na dating tumutulong sa akin mga different fashion shows, diba? So, paano ko matutulungan sila? So, sige, dito sa paggamit ng mask ng indigenous materials sa paggawa ng mask. Yung mga PPEs kasi you cannot have indigenous fabrics for PPE kasi may mga requirements kasi ang PPEs. Number one, it has to be water repellent, tapos smoke, kailangan smoke repellent sila, at saka yung hindi tatagos ng masusunog ng apoy, parang tipong gano'n. So, the only fabric that is available na pwede namin gamitin aside from plastic ang microfiber. So para pumasok ngayon ang indigenous materials dito sa PPE, pang decoration ko na lang inilalagay, like for instance sa collar or sa trimmings or mga edging, hanggang doon na lang kasi ang
safety talaga muna
dito, dapat, talagang pan-safety lang muna. Mm-hmm. And then, and besides, hindi ka pwede mag-charge ng mahal sa PPE. Sa to lang, tama ang sabi nga ni Pearl kanina na umorder siya sa akin ng mga PPE na ang purpose niya tulungan yung aking mga mananahe. Which is really true. Hindi ko talaga pinagtubuan siya. I mean, yung kahit nasabihin mo na ang tela mo worth 60 pesos. Kahit 60 pesos lamang ang yard ng tela mo, syempre gagamit ka din naman. I mean, may mga gastos ka pa rin doon. So, hindi namin pinagtubuan ang PPE na hindi tulad ng pagtutubo dun sa iba namin ginagawang mga damit. So, ngayon, pwede nating i-correlate, magkameron ng relationship, magkameron ng collaboration, ang fashion ng PPE at saka ang tourism, nga sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga indigenous material for an accent or para dito sa paggawa natin ng mask. At with that, mai-promote na din natin ang mga different destinations kung saan nag-originate yung mga indigenous fabrics, like for instance yung mga inaol galing sa Cotabato, galing sa Mindanao, yung mga tinalak galing sa Lake Cebu, yung mga inabel, galing yan sa dito sa
Ilocos.
parte ng na Ilocos. So, ayun, with that, napopromote din yung lugar at the same time, nakakatulong pa rin dun sa
Kabuhayan.
ng mga weavers.
Ang ganda. Thank you,
Oo.
Mama Renee.
So, yun ang doon dumikit ang fashion sa panahong ito sa tourism.
True. Beautiful. How it has related with one another, as well as sana ganun na rin talaga yung normal, no? Na nakafocus siya sa on promoting culture as well as being sustainable and providing livelihood. Well, different nga lang yung case nyo kasi nga pantulong na yun sa mga weavers. Now, Sir John, na-mention na rin ni Mama Rene yung iba. What are the main materials that you use in your masks and PPEs?
Yeah, we use the microfiber. Okay, importante na yung microfiber kasi nga it's kailangan hindi tinatagusan ng tubig.
Yeah.
So importante na yun naalala ko tuloy. I have a client na doctor, nagpagawa siya ng ilang fashionable na PPE suit kasi yung mga PPE suit na sinusuot nila, usually it looks like an astronaut. So asaka parang pag suot nila mukha na silang COVID, yung may dala-dala ng COVID. So sabi niya, Jan, walang pumupuntang mga kliyente ko kasi natatakot sila sa outfit namin, parang ganyan. So sabi niya, can you create something that would attract more patients to come to the hospital imbis na matakot sila. So I created some different PPE suit that would pleasant to the eyes, lalo na sa mga bata, sa mga di ba? Parang wow, parang ngayon natutuwa sila to come to the hospital na hindi natatakot kasi pag may stigma na nakasuot sila ng parang astronaut, may COVID, di ba? Pero pag fashionable yon, di ba? If they wear something different and look na, you don't even feel that there is a pandemic going on, di ba? So, if there's, ang problema lang talaga doon sa microfiber mainit. So, you just have to be flexible. You just have to do it like what I did with my PPE suit na after the pandemic, pwede mo siyang gamitin. It can be worn as a sportswear. At the same time, it can be worn as your office wear, corporate wear. Para, you just have to wear it over para pag labas mo, hindi safe ka from the virus or bacteria na magdidikit sa'yo, lalapit sa'yo.
Ang ganda. Now, ang tawag dito, na naisip ko bigla. Akala natin, maliit lang na bagay yung parang kailangan naka-PPE sa ospital, ganyan, very uniform na. Pero it adds to the psychology of the patients, no?
Yeah.
Yan yung isa sa mga bagay na hindi natin masyado na-emphasize in mainstream media. So thank you for sharing that story, Sir John.
There's also an impact to your own psychology, di ba? Parang when you dress up in your PPE and a nice mask, you feel light, you feel good, and it makes you, as I said, you feel confident that you're also safe, diba? And at the same time, supporting friends and sewers that are now doing this as their main line of business.
Yeah, ang ganda. Natouch ako dun sa story. How about you, Sir Edgar? Kayo naman po, how can you relate where your culture, na-mention ni Miss Pearl, doon sa new normal fashion na sinasabi nila?
Apparently two different entities, but because of a culture that interweave the two, because of culture. So, may evolution yung paggawa ko ng ng first with the mask, then the PPE. May evolution yan. I started with cotton. Although the cotton is may interlacing layers, but apparently nag-evolve. So I used the stretch material still with the filter, but now I infuse my branding. That's the culture that I am proud to put as an accent. Like I have this Pinoy pop culture, and ethnic materials. So yun ang evolution ng PP ko at mass. But I'm still using the graded materials, yung intended for the PPE like microfibers. And there is also this new one, the Taslan, which is a bit lighter and mas comfortable. You can use it afterward as sportswear.
Thank you for driving us through the evolution. Kasi kanina na-mention lang yung microfibers. Meron palang pinanggalingan din yan, di ba? From the start. Now, Sir Paul, kayo naman po. What do you think? How are fashion and tourism interrelated? Pero this time, yung new normal na fashion.
Yes. Since Sister Oliver is known for making garments out of piña fabrics, so we made face mask made of piña, and incorporate namin yung cotton and microfiber para mas protected yung gagamit. Since yung piña is manifest and medyo see-through, kaya yeah, just like this. Yeah. So.
Wow!
And fashionable. Yeah. Yun. So, malaking tulong siya.
Aya, dapat meron tayong ganyan.
Ang ganda. Okay lang po, pakita niyo po ulit.
Here.
Ang ganda. Bongga. Wow.
Ayun. So, malaking tulong siya, lalo na ngayon sa production, sa mga mananahi namin. And most of the kinikita ng face mask, ang bumubuhay ngayon sa production namin.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Paul. Now, yes, Miss Pearl.
If I may add lang, Aya, just to share an input of the relation of fashion to tourism. Tourism is a very innovative industry. It's full of innovation. And I think, and I personally believe that with this pandemic and with this new trend, the innovative fashion of PPE and mask, that's where the correlation is also all about. It's all about innovation. In tourism, in the Hotel Sales and Marketing Association, we came up with innovative approaches to help the industry. Tourism in general also came up with innovative approaches to be able to help the entire industry. In the same manner, our designers, especially those that are present with us right now, also embrace innovation to be able to inject something fun, something safe, and something fashionable under the new normal.
True. And you know what, Miss Pearl, while you were saying that, na-realize ko rin, like fashion, laging may bago, ganun din sa turismo. Diba? Kung laging may bagong trend, merong bagong pakulo. But at the same time, cheesy man pakinggan, sabi nga ni Gat Jose Rizal, diba? We move on to the future with a memory from the past. And that is clearly what I see from all our gorgeous designers who are all here now. Now, shopping is one of the major activities of interest for tourists on leisure trips. Now, as a traveler, are you one to explore and experiment with the fashion of a place that you go to? Kayo ba po yung ganon na Marine?
Yeah. Oo. Kasi just like Paris, bakit tayo pumupunta ng Paris? Because of its fashion. So, alam natin ang mga destination where to go for fashion, right? So, in the Philippines, we have a lot. Divisoria na lang, pwede mong gawing fashion destination yon.
Yes.
Dahil yung mga balikbayan na lumulusob dahil sa murang halaga, well, that's a tourist destination. Tapos, punta ka ng Baguio, yung mga Igorot Webs.
Yes.
Pinagkakagulay nyo doon. Siyempre sa vegan, another fashion destination. Tapos ang Davao, doon sa may isang lugar doon na palengke nila na lahat ng Mindanao indigenous fabrics from different regions ng Davao nandoon, ng Mindanao nandoon. Punta ka na Cotabato. Basta maraming mga destinations tayo na pwede tayong puntahan. Kunwari, gusto mo ang hand-embroidered na mga items, you go to Lumban, Laguna. At the same time, makakapamasyal ka na din doon, makikita mo yung countryside, makikita mo na yung Pagsanghang Falls. Tapos, kung gusto mo naman na yung mga magagandang burda by machine, punta ka ng Pandibulacan. So pag sa Bulacan ka, makikita mo din ang food culture nila, masarap. Kasi ano yun nagsasama-sama na tuloy yun, yung food destination, yung magandang lugar, at saka ang fashion. Magandang product na yun para ibenta sa tourist. So, I think, isa sa pinakamagandang pambenta sa mga tourist ay fashion.
Winner! Wala akong ibang masabi kundi winner. Thank you, Mama Renee, for sharing that with us.
Nag-tour na tayo ni Mama Renee.
Oo nga eh. How about you, Sir John? Anything to add? For the fashion tourism, di ba? Example, going to a particular place to access certain items that aren't really common in the area where you live.
Actually, I really love to go to a lot of places. Like, tapos every time that I go to those places, I make it a point that I have a souvenir from there. Ang pinaka-importanting souvenir sa akin yung fabric. Kasi syempre, if I go to Baguio, if I go to actually, if you don't mind, I'm once resource speaker ng Kalibo Aklan weavers ng mga pinya. So they invited me there to give some designs options na kasi mahalang pinya. So para ma-sustain nila yung business nila, that they can be more affordable, that people can be wear at least a little portion of pinya. So I created a design for them na mga trimmings na they can incorporate it in their suit, in their shirts, and just like a pinya with embroideries, na at least may pinya ka something, and then you're helping already the weavers. So all they have to do is work on the trimmings. So at least mas mura siya. So anyway, that's what I used to do. Go wherever I go, I make it a point that I have some souvenirs. So malaking bagay na even a small, like yung mga tawag dito, yung mga bags, pockets, yung mga anything that's small, that is cheap, that you can pull, and then you're already helping those weavers from different regions.
True. Ang ganda. Ang ganda nung when you go to a place, alamin mo kung ano yung fabric na nandun. O nga naman. Yun yung sinusuot ng mga tao dun eh. Di ba? Might as well know it. Know your roots, di ba? Sa Filipino. I saw you, Sir Paul, nodding. Nang narinig niyo yung pinya. Anything to add? Yes po.
Yes. Kasi most ng pinya fabrics na ginagamit namin galing sa Bicol region. And alam naman natin what happened during the typhoon na nangyari doon. So, malaking tulong talaga siya, lalo na ngayon. Once na...
As a traveler, Sir Paul, ikaw ba yung tipo na nag-experiment ka with the fashion of the place na pinupuntahan nyo?
Yeah, kasi kung ano meron doon, like for example, punta kang Boracay, di ba? Kung ano meron doon, bibili ka sa souvenir, and madalas sinusuot mo din.
Yes.
Ganoon, di ba?
And now, meron ba po kayong mga tips kung saan tayo pwedeng pumunta sa yung mga tinatawag na fashion district sa Pilipinas o kaya yung shopping tourism? Bukod sa na-mention ni Mama Renee ng Divisoria, yan. Or yung bukod sa mga na-mention niya.
Of course, sa North, marami dyan.
Sabi mo yung shop na yun ni Oliver sa Makati.
Sa Makati. Makati may palangka.
Yeah, Makati is a fashion destination. You have to tell that to the world. At saka, sadali lang, when you talk of fashion, we're not only talking about clothes or textiles. We're talking of shoes, bags, and all those things that is related to fashion. Yeah. So maraming lugar tayo, like for instance, Liliw, Laguna, they're noted for shoes. With, beautiful shoes.
Mga bakya.
O mga bakya. Paite, punta ka doon, andun yung mga bakya nila na handcrafted.
Yes.
Kaya maraming, talaga ang fashion talaga is kahit whether you like it or not, part yan talaga ng tourism industry. Mas more on the Department of anong tagita? Itong industry natin. Yung
tourism.
Hindi na tourism, yung 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 trade and industry.
Trade
yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Mas more on mas parang para sa akin kasi especially when I do fashion shows abroad, I do trading also because of the fabrics and the clothes and the fashion and the styling. So it's related to promoting tourism at the same time.
And I feel like, Mama, pwede rin nating matawag na umbrella siya, di ba? Under the, parang pantay-pantay yan, di ba? And for me, nasa mamumuhay na talaga natin ang fashion. Ayaw lang talaga tanggapin pa ng iba. Or yung iba, hindi pa namumulat. And thank you for being here in this episode. Kasi nga, namulat kami dun sa katotohanan na napakaganda na yun. Now, Sir Edgar, kayo naman.
Swerte ni Edgar. Ang lapit niya sa mga indigenous materials sa Mindanao.
Kaya nga. What can you tell about exploring or experimenting of fashion ng isang lugar?
Adding them yung mga lugar kung saan may tayo. I think my wonderland is Divisoria, aside from those places. So sa akin naman, although because we are comprised of different tribes, so marami kaming sources about different tribes, about their weavings, their stitchings, their beadworks. So yun ang advantage namin sa Mindanao. But during the pandemic, parang mahirap dahil because of the cargo delays. So yun ang naging hindrance ng namin, yung cargo delays.
But I hope God willing makaahon din tayo, no? And kasi now we are getting to realize how much you contribute to the economy, to the tourism, and sana makabangon din po gradually. Now, Ms. Pearl, to wrap up the conversation, what are your tips or advice to our viewers about interlocking fashion and tourism?
Fashion is really part of tourism because fashion speaks of the culture and the heritage of a certain destination. Like what everybody said, every destination has its unique fabric. It's there is a story to tell, especially of the local weavers, and that's really part of the culture and the heritage of a destination. Let's support that because we don't want this culture, this rich culture, and the heritage of a certain province to go away. We want that to be passed on to their next generation. And that's where I imbibed and had that and I developed the love of buying our local products. Because then I realized, my gosh, why will I always invest on imported items when here in our own country I have got exposed to Mindanao. There's a lot of communities that have very colorful culture, colorful heritage na sayang kung mawawala. Yeah. So that alone speaks of why fashion tourism is very important because it is a very it's an integral element of cultural tourism.
Thank you.
Pwede bang pang Miss Universe yung sagot ko, Aya?
Yes! Corona. And alam niyo po, now where kailangan talaga natin ng bayanihan, mas na-emphasize how the intricate designs show so much of our story as a Filipino. Diba? Lagi natin sinasabi dito sa GPSTV, huwag kang maging turista sa sarili mong bayan. And sana after watching this episode sa ating viewers, you had more appreciation and maging mas interesado na alamin yung mga detalyadong fabrics natin, kasama na dyan yung history natin, at para mas maging buo ka bilang isang Pilipino. Everyone here on GPS TV, we encourage you to hashtag go safe,
go safe,
go travel,
go
Philippines,
go Philippines.
Soar high. Yeah! Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Maraming salamat po, Ms. Pearl, Sir John, Mama Renee, and Sir Paul, Sir Edgar, maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. And I'd like to remind you again, to our viewers, our Go Safe, Go Win. Yan. Guess the word of the day contest and win a designer PPE and mask from our amazing group of designers today. Now, all in yun na yan, guys. May ilang minutes pa bago ako umexit, and we will make the announcement later at 9 p.m. For the final clue, please check out the clue below and comment your Go Safe, Go Win word of the day. Include the hashtags Go Safe, Go Travel, and hashtag Go Safe, Go Win. Again, isa pang clue mula sa akin, na-mention yan maraming beses sa conversation namin, yung word of the day. At baka malayo, fabric lang din pala yun dito sa Pilipinas. Now, thank you so much to everyone who joined in on the conversation. That was a truly value-adding experience. Mas naging proud ako na maging isang Pilipino after this episode. Mas naging conscious ako sa mga susuotin ko, di ba? And for us here, you there watching on Facebook and YouTube, mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat. Thank you also for Hotel Sales and Marketing Association, or HSMA, the Department of Tourism, and the Tourism Promotions Board for making this show possible. Sana marami kayo natutunan at nalaman tungkol sa safe and mindful traveling and connection with fashion. Always plan your trips and consider the health situation of your family, your resources, and the location you're going to. Syempre, on top of strict medical protocols yan, so that everyone can safely enjoy, including the rest of the people around you. Talagang may mapapakita natin ang bayanihan sa pamamagitan ng pagiging mapagmatyag na mandalakbay. Diba? Again, guys, huwag tayong maging turista sa sarili nating bayan. Lahat ng aspeto, mahalin natin sa pagiging Pilipino. Always remember that for everyone to enjoy a worry-free travel experience, we have to go safe before we go travel. Until the next flight, this has been Aya Fernandez, your online travel buddy. Watch out for more episodes and see you only here on GPS TV. Go Philippines! Soar high! Mabuhay po tayong lahat.